Good afternoon, welcome back to your weekly Nelly Diverse Skincare video. My name is Isabelle and today I wanted to talk about acne and back to school because I think it is super important to, if you haven't been taking as good care of your skin as you normally would, to just kind of get back into it and make sure that you have the cleanest, healthiest skin as possible. Now, when looking at acne, it's important to take in consideration a few different factors such as your usual lifestyle habits. So we're talking about your food intake, how much soda you drink, for example, if you tend to eat a lot of sugar or drink a lot of things that have sugar inside. These are all things that you should be taking in consideration when it comes down to the expected results that you can have when using acne products. Now, the biomedical line was the first anti-acne line. So we're looking at a fully certified EcoCert and Cosmo skincare line, which essentially means that we're offering you really the best of science and nature without having all the usual chemicals that are going to dry out your skin, strip your skin. So the whole concept behind these products is to work on bringing all the health back to your skin. So we're going to prevent the eruptions, control what you already do have, as well as clear any existing pustules, papules, or imperfections really on your skin. So the first thing that we absolutely need to do is cleanse your skin. So depending on your skin type and also the type of acne that you have two different options when looking at the biomedical line. So first one is going to be, excuse me, the cleansing gel bioacne. So cleansing gel bioacne is really made for a thicker skin and oilier skin. If you have acne that is a little bit more advanced, I do recommend you go with this one. So we're going to work with some salicylic acid throughout the full line, but the salicylic acid that we use is from a willow tree. So it is a super gentle formula, but that's still going to be very effective. So we are avoiding all the sulfates, silicones, parabens, synthetic dyes, fragrances, all the stuff that you really should be avoiding as a general rule when looking at skincare, but you're still going to get amazing results. So for those thicker skins, oilier skins, if you have a comedogenic skin as well, this is going to be a beautiful formula for you. And if you notice within the acne line, there's no exfoliant. That's part of it. Mainly because when you're working with salicylic acid, you're going to have keratolytic effects, which essentially means that we're going to help to break down really all of the, kind of like all of your dead skin cells. So you are going to see an improvement as far as overall texture of your skin as well. We don't want to be scrubbing the skin. We don't want to be spreading the bacteria. We want to just work on rebalancing the bacterial flora. So essentially strengthening your skin's natural defense mechanisms. So that would be the cleansing gel. If you have like early stages of acne or acne that's just not that severe, what you can do is you can still use the biomedical line, but you're going to tweak it a little bit more. So the Mistler foam, or Mistler foam, depending on how you want to say it, I say Mistler and I think it's fine, is going to be for an acne that's a little bit less intense, or if your acne tends to be a bit more on the inflammatory side, I recommend going with this one. It is a super gentle formula, but that's going to be effective for those types of acnes. So this one, you can use it two different ways. If you are someone who does a lot of sports, works out a lot, you may not necessarily have time to do full cleansing skincare routine after your workouts or after playing sports. So what you could do is you could use it as a regular cleanser just with water. You just massage it over your skin and then you rinse it off. Or if you're kind of stuck, you don't have your toner and your moisturizer with you, what you can do is you apply it on a gauze, a cotton, a tissue, whatever you have access to, and then you can simply wipe off. So this is not going to replace your full usual cleansing steps, but it still is going to at least remove those superficial impurities that are really shouldn't be there when you're looking at prevention and correction of your acne. So you can use it the two different ways. As far as a general daily use, I would recommend using it with water followed with your toner. Then the toner. So every single time I do these videos or when I talk about skincare in general, I'm always talking about the importance of toners. So when I look at situations with someone who has acne, the toner is really a step that you should not be neglecting. I know it feels like it is an extra step, but it's a really important one. So your toners are there to rebalance pH of your skin, but this one specifically is going to help also when it comes down to your oil production. It's going to work on any inflammation that you may have as well from pustules and papules, and it's also going to prepare your skin for what you're going to put on it next. So using a toner, yes, it's an extra step, but it is really essential to maintaining a healthy skin and just getting you the results that you want to have as quickly as possible. So this one is also something that you can use two different ways. So let's say you don't have the Mistler foam or you don't have a cleanser with you, but you have your toner, this doesn't replace your cleansing now, but you can still use it on a tissue, a gauze, whatever you have access to, and then simply wipe your skin so you can remove that superficial dirt, sweat, impurities. So please do not neglect your toner. Then one of the most popular products that we have, because you can really honestly use it pretty much all year round. You don't need to necessarily have, the lighting makes this really difficult to see, but you don't necessarily need to have full acne all over your skin. This one, you can use it locally. So as soon as you feel a breakout coming, you're going to go ahead and just apply it in the area that you need to. You can apply this, I would say 2 to 3 times a day. 3 times would really be top. So as soon as you feel it coming, you just apply it on, and your bioacne serum is going to work on killing all the bacteria that actually causes that imperfection. And it's also going to help to diminish inflammation and accelerate the healing process, because if you've had breakouts before, one of the worst things that you can do is pick at your skin. I know it's tempting to pick at it because you see it there and that you just want it to be gone, but please do not touch it. Just use your serum as directed and you're going to see that pustule, papule go away relatively quickly. So that is your quick fix, local use product. Now, the other step, super important, that people who have acne or who have oilier skin always tell me that they have oilier skin, they don't need to use a moisturizer. That is actually wrong. You need to understand the difference between a nourishing cream versus a hydrating cream. If you go for a nourishing cream, that is generally not going to be the best for an acne or oilier skin, because then you're bringing all the oil into your skin. Having a moisturizing cream or a hydrating cream is really what you need to be looking for. So with the bioacne purifying gel, this one is going to give you all of the hydration that you need, so really all of the water that your skin needs, so that it can kind of help to sebo regulate at the same time. Because just remember, the more you strip your skin, the more oil your skin is going to want to produce, because every time you remove it, your oil glands are very smart. They look up and they're like, oh, I don't have enough oil. I'll have to produce more tomorrow. So if you're able to actually bring the hydration to your skin, gradually you're able to kind of re-educate your skin and make it produce the decent amount of oil. So that's going to help on the oil production aspect of it, but it's also going to help to regenerate the skin and help the skin heal. Because again, it goes back to, if you have acne and that you tend to pick, the drier your skin is, the more you're going to want to pick at it. So this is going to be perfect. The other thing with the purifying gel bioacne is that you want to use a small amount. You don't need to be using 2-3 pumps. Really, I know it seems like it's not a lot when it's coming out of the tube, but you need about 1 pump to maybe a pump and a half if you're going down your neck area, if that is an area that you need to cover. So really small quantity, and you're going to see really, really nice results. Again, the whole small quantity aspect, I know it's difficult to imagine, especially if you're not using your toner. Just remember, your toner, if you're applying your moisturizer when your skin is still damp from a pH balanced solution, your skin is actually going to be that much more receptive, and you're also using much less cream at the end of the day, so your product does last you a longer time. And then finally, another quick fix product that I absolutely love, and generally when I used to travel, this is something that I would always take with me, just because, I don't know, I feel like traveling and wearing a mask all the time just makes your skin more likely to break out. Even if you have a good hygiene and all these things, bacteria does stay kind of stuck in the same area. So the bioacne mask is something that you can use either locally or you can use it all over your skin. So if you're trying to do kind of like an at-home cure to diminish or get rid of the acne as quickly as possible, you can actually use this as an overnight treatment. So for a thinner skin, I would recommend about a week of doing this. Don't use this all over if you don't have acne all over. If my acne is located towards the lower part of my face because it's hormonal acne, I'm going to use this really just in that specific area. If my acne is a little bit more generalized, then I'll apply it all over. But as a rule, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So just use this in the areas that you need. So thinner skin, 1 week. If you have a really thick, oily skin, or that your acne is a little bit more advanced, you can actually do this overnight as a 2-week period, and it's going to help quite a bit when it comes down to the healing. It's going to help to absorb the sebum, and it's also going to give you this really nice stimulating tingle. So if you've tried this before, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. So only use this in the area. It has this really beautiful texture. It's not going to dry you out either, so you don't have to worry about that. But again, use it in the areas that it is going to be needed. So I hope that this clarified everything for you. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know. I'm always happy to help, and have a good back to school season. I'll see you next week.